Welcome to the October 11th, 2021 Advance Report for McGowan Group clients and NetWorthRadio.com listeners. I'm Spencer McGowan, your financial weatherman with your fast-paced tour of the global financial markets. I'm president of McGowan Group Asset Management based at the Crescent here in Dallas. You can set your time to come down, meet the team that cares, or schedule your Zoom meeting at NetWorthRadio.com. My programs are devoted to helping investors make great decisions, and that's the devotion you see right here on YouTube. When you subscribe, you'll get fast breaking news, and we will make updates as conditions change in the markets. So, to get started, we will look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average year to date to get a read on the fabulous rally. What's this right here? This is April 15th. That's about the time that people got their stimulus checks, and of course the recovery was taking hold. Since that time, we're essentially flat, with a high that's about 35,600 or so, and this week the Dow made a run at 35,000. This reflects slowing growth. Fabulous earnings reports in here, anticipated back here. Now we're flatlined. You've entered the slowing growth phase, and this weekend's program on NetWorthRadio.com or the Apple podcast for Net Worth Radio, what you'll find is that we titled the program A Bullwhip Contraction, meaning supply shortages are actually not stalling the recovery, but actually making it more difficult. October earnings reports come out this week. You can see some of that anticipation here, getting prepared just in case. Now, as the earnings reports come out, we're going to highlight what's working and what's not working and what it means for 2022 in the programs ahead. This is natural gas. This is an important trend here. Natural gas hitting nearly $6.50 per million BTUs. That's the highest point since the shale revolution oversupplied the market back in 2014. Highly significant. Natural gas prices in Europe have tripled in about a year. And the pipelines are beneficiaries of this particular trend. It also says utility bills are going to be going up, and it got the attention of the White House this week. We'll get to that in just a second. Here we go. Crude futures, $3.20 gasoline on a national average, also the highest in many years, got the attention because it doesn't poll well. And the Energy Secretary came out this week, Secretary Granholm, and said she was going to consider releasing part of the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. That's about 600 million barrels, about a 1-month supply for the U.S. She wouldn't release it all, but it was enough to have a little correction in oil, but then boom, on Friday, oil traded to $80 for the first time since 2014. This undoubtedly appears to be an energy super cycle, and there was a prediction by Kyle Bass this week that yes, in fact, oil could hit $200 a barrel in the 2022 year. That's a bold prediction, but he backed it up by saying the companies have not invested. You're not seeing new pipelines, and you're not seeing oil companies spending a lot of money on expanding in this cycle despite the $80 price. And that's evidenced here by the rig count. The rig count shows how many rigs are out there to complete new wells, both for gas and for oil. The blue line is the oil price. Notice something here, $80 a barrel oil right here. Rig count had already gone way up, and that was about 1,500 working rigs. Now, less than 500 working rigs, just over 500 at last count. That's the same level as the year 2000 before this super cycle in price. Inflation adjusted, this 140 would be closer to 200. It is a potential energy super cycle reflecting shortages. You've got shortages of chips, you've got other commodities. The commodity index hit a record high this week. And for the last chart, I want to go to top 10, bottom 10 this week. It's a very interesting chart, and we post this at networthradio.com. You can get all the charts and graphs there if you want to take a closer look. We have a team of 10 devoted to making sure that the broadcast each week is absolutely value added for your portfolio and your ability to make great decisions. Out of the S&P 500, the bottom 10, Moderna was the worst. Regeneron was the worst. Those two, of course, related to COVID. That's interesting. The cases were coming down. Merck came out with a solution both to prevent and to treat, from my understanding, and Merck was in the top 10. But the correction in medical dividend companies recently, the total opposite of what happened essentially in the third quarter. We're watching that close. We'll see the earnings reports come out. Who led the top 10? It's all about energy. Phillips 66, Marathon, Diamondback, Pioneer. You're seeing huge money flows, Occidental. The institutions coming back into the traditional oil and gas, and there are even some pension funds say we're underweight traditional energy. It is going to be a long cycle to get to cleaner technology. It's already underway. However, the balance between traditional energy and clean technology is an opportunity for portfolios, and we'll certainly keep you updated. I'm Spencer McGowan, President, McGowan Group Asset Management. Thank you for joining us. Glad you could be here at YouTube McGowan Group. Thank you for tuning in to Net Worth Media today and our efforts over the past 2 decades to educate clients and help clients make great decisions. That's the reason that we're here at YouTube McGowan Group, Apple Podcasts, Net Worth Radio, and networthradio.com. The Net Worth Media effort is designed to help you make great decisions and address value at risk of loss, fluctuation in the markets. Remember, if we talk about a security, doesn't make it a recommendation until you come down and get a plan from McGowan Group Asset Management, the team that cares. You can set a Zoom meeting or an in-office meeting at the Crescent, and we'll give you a written plan that encompasses what we believe to be the best allocations. This is a team of 10 devoted to you. That includes the research that you see each week from Reuters, from Bloomberg, and from the best sources. We always post links at networthradio.com for what we believe can help you make great decisions, the research that comes up. Now, the Net Worth Media effort is also designed to address cycles in the market, value at risk of loss. At networthradio.com, you can get the ADV form that shows, yes, we're a fiduciary, a registered investment advisor. It covers the costs of hiring our team to help you in the future ahead. It really helps to have an expert team on your side that you can reach by phone, email, and of course, a team that's here for you every week to address what's going on in the markets, because anxiety can often lead investors to make decisions that are either dangerous, chasing things, or selling things when they shouldn't. And that's a big part of our planning effort at McGowan Group Asset Management. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to serving you and your family in the years ahead.